From bunt defense, let's talk about slaps. Let's talk about slap hitting. This part of the game has come in now in the last 10 years because softball with a smaller field and it's a quicker game, the slap hitting has helped to really emphasize speed. How do you play defense against those slap hitters? Well, again, there's a couple of ways you can play. You can have, for example, you take your third baseman and you bring him in. You take your shortstop and you move her over or him over closer to third base and you bring them in a little bit. And then again, you bring your left fielder in, so you decrease the field. Your first base person may come in into what you call bunt depth, and then again, your second base person, her responsibility with no runners on, will again cover first base. And again, your pitchers will be able to help in terms of lateral movement if necessary. The other way that you can play this, and I've seen it played a lot of times in this way, sometimes coaches will put their first base people back and bring the second base people in. And then the rest of the left side of the field remains the same. That's okay too. That's fine. I've always tried to put the first baseman in terms of lateral movement, making her adjustment going away from the line. Otherwise, sure, you can do that and you can be successful in exercising that part of slap defense. Because more often than not, the hitters are going to slap, they're left-handed, and they're going to slap to the opposite field. So that will help to take away the speed of the slap hitting. What about if you have runners on second base with nobody on, and again, a slap hitter up? They're very dangerous because they can lay the bunt down or they can lay the slap. Well, basically, you play it the same way. You make the adjustments based on watching the hands. You'll hear that a lot of times in the game on bunt defense in general and slap hitting. Watch the hands. That gives you a clue. But for the most part, you're going to find then with a runner on second, you're going to bring the second baseman back to cover first. Okay? And you're probably going to have the shortstop covering third in that situation because she's in that direction anyway. And then your third baseman is in. You sneak a peek at that lead runner. If you can't get that lead runner out, you know you always have one.